Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about the 8 best quiet luxury handbags that you can buy right now. I feel like everyone's obviously talking about quiet luxury. If you guys want to hear my thoughts on quiet luxury, I'll leave it right up here for you. But I just feel like if that's your aesthetic, if that's what you're looking for, then I got 8 great bags for you. This is actually gonna be my second time filming this video. The first time, I'm smiling, but really like I'm dying inside just saying this, but the first time my mic was dead, and I actually ended up filming 2 videos where my mic was dead. So please expect some refilms to happen, okay? That's also why I missed my Wednesday video this week, but you know, the technical difficulties, this is just part of YouTube life, okay? I think you guys understand me here. So if you guys wanna know which 8 bags I think are the best quiet luxury handbags that you can get right now, then please just keep on watching. But wait, you already know what I'm gonna say. If you're not already subscribed, explain yourself. I post on Wednesdays and on Sundays at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I feel like you're gonna wanna be here when I do. If you like luxury, you like handbags, you like fashion, you like quiet luxury, you like loud luxury, I feel like this is definitely where you're gonna want to be, so you should subscribe if you're not already, and you should follow me over on Instagram if you're not already. It's just a K Danger. I post every single day over there. Every day there's a real outfit of the day, something on stories. It's a lot. I post a lot over there. So if you like any of that stuff, you should follow me over there if you're not already. And with all that out of the way, let's jump into the video. So I'm actually gonna leave my absolute favorite quiet luxury handbag till the end. I think it will shock you. But before that, let's start with number 1, which is gonna be the Chanel reissue. When it comes to Chanel bags, this is pretty much the only one that I think fits in the category of silent luxury or quiet luxury, low-key luxury, whatever you wanna call it, okay? I feel like this is the only bag that really fits into that category. Every other bag really has a CC on it somewhere, or it says Chanel somewhere. This is the only bag, I mean, it does say Chanel on it, let's not pretend that it doesn't, but it says it like, it's like this big on the turn lock, and it's engraved, so it's not even gonna like stand out unless you're really inspecting the bag. Anybody who doesn't really know Chanel or doesn't know luxury is not gonna know if this is a Chanel bag. I feel like the reissue is definitely one of the best quiet luxury bags. It is definitely one of the most expensive on this list, let me tell you. Definitely one of the most expensive on this list, but I just think it's such a beautiful bag. I think at some point, not today, at some point I am definitely gonna wanna add one of these to my collection, because I feel like I have not pretty much every other style, but I have like a good number of Chanel styles, and I just feel like a reissue would just be like the cherry on top. If you wanted to go for something a little bit more edgy, which is definitely not, it's not the quiet luxury vibe, but if that's what you were interested in, you could definitely get it in like a chevron. If that's the vibe that you wanted, I think this is a good one. The next bag, I feel like I couldn't do this video without talking about the Loewe puzzle bag, okay? Like, you knew this was gonna happen. You guys know you know how I feel about the Loewe puzzle bag. I think it's such a beautiful bag, and I would absolutely love one in the mini size. I feel like the mini size is perfect for me because it's the one that definitely holds structure the best. The puzzle bag does have the Loewe logo on it, which, by the way, can we talk about how beautiful the Loewe logo is? I am like a weirdo. I look really intently at companies' logos. Like, I take your logo personally. If I don't like your logo, like, you're gonna know about it, okay? So I feel like the Loewe logo is so beautiful because it's just a little script L just over and over again. I can't even do a backwards one. What was that? I was trying to do it. There it is. That was it. And it just looks so beautiful. But it is on the puzzle bag, but it's right on the top of the flap. And sometimes it depends on the leather that you get. Sometimes it is white, so it is visible, and sometimes it's not. It's more of like an engraved situation. It's kind of climbed in popularity, so I feel like more and more people are starting to know what it is. So if you're going for something that's like really discreet, like nobody's gonna know what you're carrying, maybe this is not the one, because I feel like it's not as low-key as it once was. But it definitely doesn't scream anything. It doesn't scream Loewe, it doesn't scream anything. The logo on it is so minimal that you need to be this close to the bag. Do you see how close I am to see it? So I feel like this is definitely a good one if you want something low-key. I will say a lot of the bags I'm gonna talk about today are more of like a structured silhouette. This one is definitely a little bit more on the slouchy side. This is one that I feel like, one of the few that I'm gonna talk about that I feel like if you are going for like a cool girl aesthetic, or you have cool girl aesthetic, kudos to you if you do, this is definitely a good one to check out. Next up is one of my personal favorites. I think you guys know this already, okay? It's gonna be the Fendi Peekaboo. I absolutely love this bag. You guys know that I love this bag, and I definitely wanna add one to my collection. I just don't know which color. I think I definitely want a mini size. I don't think I want the ICU version. I think I just want like a regular schmegular mini size that has feet, because not all of them have feet. But I really need to find the right color combination for me, because you guys know I like to curate my collection by color. So obviously it's important that I pick a good color. This bag is perfect. It's one of the only ones from Fendi that has no logo, absolutely no logo, unless you get the logo in the inside. There are some that have like the Zucca print on the inside of the bag. That obviously is a logo, but like, who is looking inside of your bag? Because nobody's looking inside my bag, though. Somebody's looking inside your bag. Like, maybe you should reevaluate that. It does say Fendi on the turn lock. Like, really, it's engraved again, just like the Chanel reissue. It is so tiny on the turn lock. Again, if you don't know luxury, you're not gonna know this is a Fendi bag. You're not gonna know this is a peekaboo. But again, peekaboos, they're also very expensive, in my opinion. For what I think that Fendi should cost, I feel like peekaboos, they have a price tag. There is what they have. I gotta say though, I definitely think they're worth it. They are so beautiful. Definitely my favorite bag from Fendi, like without question, my favorite bag from Fendi. And I feel like if you are going for the aesthetic of like quiet luxury, but you're like a little bit more preppy, like you want to wear like a nice little fedora, a nice little vest, I feel like this is it. Pair that with like a tan peekaboo. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing else needed. Next up, we're gonna talk about an Hermes bag. Now, I feel like most Hermes bags really are quiet luxury. I don't know if I would really count a Kelly and a Birkin as quiet luxury, because like everybody knows what a Kelly and a Birkin is. If you wanted the quietest of luxury, the quietest bag that you could possibly get from Hermes, also happens to be one of the cheapest, is gonna be the Pico 10. I have grown to really like this bag, okay? You guys know that I used to not be team Pico 10 at all. I'll link the video where I talked about how I switched sides right up here. But I have just grown to really love it, okay? There's nothing I can say about it. I just really love it, and I feel like if you were looking for something that is quiet luxury, pretty much nobody who doesn't like obsess over luxury bags is gonna know this is an Hermes bag, because until like 20 minutes ago, I didn't know this was an Hermes bag, okay? So I feel like if you're looking for something that is specifically from Hermes, a little bit on the less expensive side, something that has absolutely no logos, because there is nothing. There is a little H on the lock, and then all the way at the bottom of the bag, it says Hermes, but it's literally at the bottom of the inside of the bag. Like, who's looking at that? You're not even looking at that. So if you wanted something that was like super quiet luxury, I don't really think there's anything else. I feel like this, especially in like a taupe or gold, just fits that quiet luxury so well, or even like a tan or tane, however you say it. I feel like just don't look no further. Look no further. The Pico 10 is the way to go. And like I said, it also helps that it's one of the least expensive ones there. From Saint Laurent, I've heard people talk about I believe it's called the Manhattan bag, the one that looks exactly like a Kelly bag. And like, that bag is cute, but that's not the one I want to talk about. You probably know what I'm talking about. It's the Sac de Jour. I absolutely love this bag, and I've actually been contemplating for a minute if I need to get one. I don't know if I do. But I've been thinking about it, because it's just like, it's such a beautiful bag. It's so structured, and Saint Laurent's leather is damn near indestructible. Like, you can throw this bag across the street, watch it do one of these, you know what I'm saying? It will hit the ground and be in perfect condition when you go to get it. That's just what Saint Laurent does. There's nothing on the bag. I think it says Saint Laurent like this big, but other than that, there is nothing on the bag that says like, hey, I'm a Saint Laurent Sac de Jour. You don't have that gigantic YSL logo on it that every other bag that they have has. I think that's really what turns me off of Saint Laurent, is the fact that every single bag just says YSL, just like that. Like, I don't need you to do that, okay? I just calm down a little bit. So I feel like this is such a good choice if you're going for quiet luxury. I feel like I have seen so many people who have that kind of quiet luxury aesthetic actually carrying this bag, and I think there's good reason for it, okay? Because it's beautiful. It's a beautiful bag. My Gucci pick, there are not that many. There are not that many Gucci bags that don't like scream Gucci, because I feel like Gucci always uses their monogram on everything, and honestly, I might be alone in this, but Gucci monogram is like turning into one of my least favorite things. I know I have a pair of Gucci boots that literally have the Gucci monogram on them, but it's not all over the boots, so I'm okay with that. The bag that I'm going to talk about is the Jackie. They do obviously make the Jackie in the monogram, but I'm obviously talking about the leather versions. I absolutely love this bag, and I'm going to blame Karen Britchick for making me love this bag, okay? Because she has one, I believe it's in green. I'll post a picture right here if I can find one. And it just looks so good every time she styles it. I mean, so does everything else that she owns, but it looks so good, and I feel like am I missing one? Am I not stylish because I don't have a Jackie? This bag comes in so many colors. The one that I am probably the most obsessed with, well, I mean, I did mention to you guys that I really love the one that's mesh with like the little diamantes or the crystals on it. I absolutely love that one, but I don't think they make the exact one that I like anymore. I think they make like a different variation of it. Besides that, because that's obviously not even close to quiet luxury, I really love the black patent one that they came out with recently. This bag has absolutely no logos on it. All you have is a little bit of hardware on the front, and I feel like that hardware is so classy, and I feel like it just elevates the bag so much. You can wear this bag crossbody and handheld. I personally would never wear this bag crossbody. I feel like it doesn't look as cute at all if you wear crossbody. I think handheld is pretty much the way to go, and I just feel like this is the perfect bag. Like if you're trying to buy something from Gucci, I did mention this in my 5 best Gucci handbags video. I'll link it right up here. If you're trying to buy something from Gucci, like, look no further. The last 2 bags are from Celine, but like I said, I think you're gonna be surprised. So let's talk about the first one, which is the box bag. This is one of the only bags on this list that you can actually crossbody, and that I feel like is probably the most functional. I feel like there are other bags obviously on this list that are functional, but this one to me is like just the easiest thing. The clasp on how you open and close it is so simple, like a toddler could figure it out. I love the fact that this has absolutely no logos on it, and I'm gonna shock you guys with this. I used to be Team Triumph, okay? You guys know I talked about the Triumph over and over and over and over again, and I'll link a video where I talk about it right here. I was so into that bag to the point where I had literal dreams about me having this bag, okay? It was that deep, but I have changed my mind. I am definitely team box bag now, and let me tell you why. I feel like the Triumph is gonna end up, and this is just me making a little prediction. I'm just a little nobody, okay? So if you have the Triumph, please go off. Please enjoy your Triumph. I feel like the Celine Triumph is quickly gonna turn into the Gucci Marmont, okay? So you know how everybody was obsessed with the Gucci Marmont for like a good couple years there, like let's say like 2 years. Everybody like needed to have the belt, the bag, in velvet, in the camera bag, in this style and that style. Everybody was obsessed with the Marmont for a minute. I feel like that's exactly what's gonna happen to the Triumph, and that's why I refuse to buy a belt, I refuse to buy a bag, I refuse to buy anything with that Triumph logo on it. And let's not forget the fact that everybody was really into like the nano luggage, the micro luggage from Celine, and those quickly became out of fashion. I'm saying little quotes because nothing is out of fashion if you like it, but you know what I'm saying. So I'm just gonna say it. I feel like that's what's gonna happen to Celine Triumph, so that's why I'm not on board. But you know what it's not gonna happen to is the box bag, because the box bag has absolutely no logo on it. The box bag has no discerning features. I think it says Celine again, like this big on the bag. Like, come on, you cannot beat it. I just feel like that's a classy silhouette, a classic style that's absolutely never gonna go out of fashion. I actually spoke about this in my classiest handbags video, which I'll link right up here. I just feel like the box bag is just like the easiest grab and go, but still super classy looking bag that you can get. I really love it in that brown color that Celine does. You just cannot beat it. It's like so beautiful in that color. I obviously love it in black. And I love that the only hardware that you have on there is that little clip. And I also think that that clip is kind of innovative. Like there's really not many bags that have a closing like that. So I really like this bag, you guys. I would add one. I really would add one. So the last bag that I want to talk about is also from Celine, and this is my absolute favorite quiet luxury bag, and it is not what you think, because I know you think I'm going to talk about the Celine 16 bag. I know that's what you think I'm going to say. But guess what? It's not. It's not. Because there's one that I think just screams quiet luxury even better than that. And that's going to be the Celine 16 bucket bag. If you want a bucket bag, I don't think you should be looking at anything else except this bag, okay? I love the Picotin, but I just feel like this bag takes it up a notch. Or more, several notches. The only thing I will say is that Celine doesn't come out with this bag in a lot of colors. I think there's a gray, a white, a black, and a brown. But if you're looking for a quiet luxury aesthetic, I think those are the only colors that you should be looking for anyways, just because that's what the aesthetic tells you to do. Not that I think you should only buy those colors, because obviously I love color. This bag is so beautiful to me, and I feel like it just gives the vibe of somebody who just left the horses stable. Like you were just riding horses and you just left the stable and you're going shopping. For some reason you wouldn't shower in between that. I don't know why that's what's going on, but that's what's going on. You're leaving the stables, you're going shopping.
Oh, what am I gonna take with me?
Just take the Celine 16 bucket bag. It's gonna be so good. I feel like this bag is just beautiful. It screams class to me without being like obnoxious, without being like, oh, I'm the same silhouette as every other classy bag. You know, this is like a really classy bag that also has like a slouch factor to it. And I feel like, again, if you're going for something that's a little bit more of like a cool girl vibe, the Louis Vuitton puzzle bag or this one. But honestly, I think this one. I think this is the one. I also feel like the fact that this is a bucket bag that has a turn lock on it just makes it that much better. Like, can you beat it? I don't think you can. And again, there's no logo on this. It's really just a turn lock. I think maybe at the absolute like base of the bag, like on the bottom, I think it says Celine. But again, no one is looking at that, not even you. So I think it's just my favorite. And you also have a longer strap and a shorter strap. Come on. So those are the 8 best quiet luxury handbags in my opinion. Definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think about my picks. Let me know which ones you think are the best, which ones are your favorite, which ones are your least favorite. Are there any other bags that I didn't mention that you think I should have? Definitely let me know in the comments. But that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I post every single day over there. And that's all I have to say. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. I'm gonna go edit this tonight. And if I can't hear anything, just know I'm quitting YouTube immediately. Because I just can't anymore.